Hi, my name is Bill Miller, and I'm an estate and elder law attorney in Alabama. I have offices in Anniston and Birmingham. And as an elder law attorney, dealing with families every day who have family members going to the nursing home, one of the questions I get quite often is, how can we protect our life savings from the nursing home? Well, there are ways to do so, but there's only three ways to pay for care. You either got to pay out of pocket, which means you're cashing in your accounts, using your IRAs, and in some cases having to sell your home. You have long-term care insurance, which is the best way to pay, but most people don't have it, or you qualify for Medicaid. But Medicaid has very strict income and asset limits. You can only have, as a married couple, about $140,000 in assets, and if you're single, you can only have about $2,000 in assets. So in order to protect your savings, you're going to have to put some strategies in place ahead of time in order to do that. So one of the first things you can do is make sure that you have a power of attorney that gives your children or other trusted loved ones the authority to do asset protection planning for you if you or your spouse has to go to a nursing home. Most powers of attorney don't have that in there, those provisions in there. So I would encourage you to see an elder law attorney to make sure that those provisions are there. You also can use what we call irrevocable trusts, Medicaid asset protection trusts. So basically what you do is you transfer some of your assets into that trust, and then you give up control of those assets. Once they're in that trust for 5 years, then they don't count towards the Medicaid limits. So you might have $350,000 in your irrevocable trust, and 5 years down the road you have to go to a nursing home and you may have to spend what's left. But that $350,000 that's in your trust is not going to have to be spent on your care, and you can spend your other assets and then apply for Medicaid. And once you get under the $2,000, then Medicaid will then pay your nursing home bill. The other ways to protect them are you just have to get assets out of your name, but I do not recommend that you just give assets away to your children. The problem with that is when you give them assets, put their names on your accounts, deed your property to them, if they get sued or divorced or file bankruptcy, then your assets can be used to satisfy those claims. The last thing you want is your house being sold because your son got into a car accident or got divorced, and now that asset has to be used. Because once you give it to them, they own it, and even though you may not be worried about them taking it from you or stealing it, it's the unknown people you have to worry about. Again, lawsuits, divorces, bankruptcy filings, and things like that. So the good news is there are ways to protect your assets and protect your savings from the nursing home, but you have to act and get these plans in place because Medicaid's got a 5-year look back. I encourage you to give me a call. I'm happy to sit down and talk to you about the options for protecting your savings. You can call me at 256-241-6794 or visit our website for more information, www.millerestateandelderlaw.com. I look forward to seeing you.